Now I want everyone to come to the boat. Right now, women and children into the boat. Literally 5 minutes later. Lower away! Get us in! The boat is sinking! This boat is sinking! It's scared! Chapter 6. The Sinking. The water was coming in quickly. Luckily, Titanic has pumps, right? Right? Meow, meow. Well, yes, but the water was coming in quickly and the pumps were manual, so it'll take longer time. This is about the damage. It breached 6 compartments. Whoa! Chapter 6 continue. As people started to realize that there was water on the ship, they panicked and made things hard for the crew. How it likely was? There's water here! Get me to the boats! The ship is sinking here! Wait, what's happening? No, I don't want to go on the boat. The ship is much safer, I think. Oh man, wait, my baby. Chapter 6 continue. Anyway, the people in third class, also known as steerage, heard the impact the most. They were located at the bow and stern of the ship. Most of the cabins were in the lower decks of the ship, still above sea level. The third class passengers tried to get to the boat deck, but since they were in the lower levels of the ship, it took longer time for the third class passengers than the first and second class passengers. Unlike popular belief, the crew opened the gates separating the first and second class. If you are wondering why, well, the rule was made by the American Immigration Department. Also, the gates also separate the first, second class also from the third class. Thank you. How it likely happened. Please be informed that this is made by our research. Please enjoy. How it Chapter 6 continue. About 20 minutes of the Titanic sinking, boiler room number 6 has flooded. Luckily, most of them has escaped. Chapter 6 continue. Titanic slowly began to list to starboard. After about 40 minutes, Titanic began to list to port. Some people realized this. However, it would take more than 2 hours that people actually felt a bit hard to walk or actually run. Titanic's musicians were playing till the end. They were last seen holding their violins and holding their instruments while staying near the water. Slowly, Titanic was sinking. People were rushing to the boats. About 2.5 hours after Titanic hit the iceberg, water reached the bridge. The Marconi operators who were on Titanic finally left their post at the bridge. They were Harold Bride, and Jack Phillips. Suddenly, the first funnel of Titanic collapsed. Chapter 7 The Final Plunge. After 2.5 hours roughly after Titanic hit the iceberg, all lights were gone. The people still Titanic suddenly heard a creaking sound. Bam! What was that? Some people might have thought. Chapter 7 continue. Titanic broke into two. I repeat, Titanic broke into two. From then on, it was complete chaos. When Titanic went under the boat, when Titanic went under, the boats were afraid to go back to Titanic because they did not want the people in the water to swamp the boats. Only two came back 30 minutes later. Most sadly passed away by the time they arrived. Eventually, only 7 were rescued from the water. The 700 or so passengers alive were eventually saved by the Carpathia, which sank in World War One. The Titanic is a sad story, but from the bright side, we have to learn from the disasters like this so we can avoid it from happening again. Ship tweet, ship tweet.